And it's late. I know it's a little late, and I'm not gonna stay on here long. But hey, it is 11:14 a.m. I'm a little late because I said I was gonna go on at 11. It's 11:14. It's a little late. I'm gonna give people a chance to come in. I really didn't know what I want to talk about because there's just so much stuff going on. So I just figured we chat and just talk about everything. Um, for people watching in the replay, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all know how I do the end. I just started doing that. So, hey, y'all. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. I hope you're having a good week. I hope that you are prospering and just being happy. That's really what I hope today. So, I am alone because DC is with Dad. So, hey, Valerie. So I know this is, hey, imperfectly perfect. Love your name. Hey, Just Dwayne. All is well. I just decided, hey, Toya. I hope that's Toya. Let me know if I'm saying that right. So I just decided to come do a little late live. I know a lot of people are, hey, Susan. I know a lot of people are up later on the weekends, and not everybody's going out. I know my crowd, we're not going out as much as we used to. So I figured I would catch those that were not really ready to go to bed, but didn't really want to hang out. So we're just going to do 30, 40 minutes of chit chatting and, getting some stuff off our chest and, you know, say, hey, Adrian. So a lot has happened in the past month. In the past, do you know it's only like 5 or 6 days into November, and November is already full of shit. And I think I want to go a little later because I need to say a couple of more cuss words than normal. So, for anybody that doesn't know, DC and I reside in Virginia. Hey, Simply Angie. So, we reside in Virginia. So, Virginia had an election on Tuesday, and it was the election, hey, Pat, for governor. Now, here's the jam, guys. My thing kind of tipped, so I'm trying to get it untipped. There we go. So here's the jam. Thank you. And you know what? Y'all know I normally put the afro up. Normally it's up. Normally it's in a ponytail, but I decided that the old lady is gonna let the hair down and just let it flow. Let it do what it do when it do what it do, baby. So for all that don't know, we just had an election. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying a couple of things. Number one, I am not extremely political. I believe that there are pros and cons on each side, Republican and Democrat. Hey, Carolyn. And I believe that there are extremes on both sides. I'm going to start with that. I'm going to start by saying that. However, if I had to lean a certain way, I am liberal leaning. I am liberal. I vote Democrat. Now, Democrat did not used to be the quote unquote liberal political party. Back in the day, it was switched. It was Republicans were the liberals and the Democrats were not. However, at some point it switched. I don't know when. That was before my pay grade, so I don't know. And that's the first thing I'm preface by saying. Next thing, while I do believe that we are the masters of our own destruction or success, I do believe that the government and the environment does play a part, and in some ways it plays a big part. So I got a few things to say. You can chime in or not. You can agree or not. That's the beautiful part about it. As much as I'm all about, thank you, Pat. I'm all about, I don't know if I said, hey, Carolyn, but hey, I'm all about a healthy debate. I'm all about learning something new. I'm all about changing my mind. However, I do have a slight quirk in that if you are trying to change my mind to something that literally is incorrect, I don't mean ambiguous. I don't mean things that can be taken one way or another. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. If you're trying to get me to see your side on something that has more than one side or more than one meaning, then by all means, tell me, show me, and I'm with you. I'm there. I'm down. Let's go. I may not change my mind, however, I will listen to you and I will take your feelings, your thoughts, and your concerns into account. However, if you try to tell me something that is blatantly incorrect to everyone but you and those that are around, those that follow your way of thinking, then I can't even understand your argument. I don't know why. That's just like if I'm standing outside and there's an entire group of people who said that that's not blue, the sky is purple. No, not purple. That's a color that it wouldn't be. Because purple, it could be purple. Because clouds have a tendency to be colors and rainbows and stuff. So you have a group of people saying that that's not blue, it is plaid. I can't even listen to your argument because it's not going to make any sense to me. Because I'm looking at it. It's not whether it's my perception. It may be a shade of blue. It may be a blue tinged with pink, tinged with green. However, it is never going to be plaid to me, no matter how you explain it. I say all this to say our state flipped. Now, Virginia was red for a long time. It's blue for a little while. And now it's back to red. Which, realistically, is fine because our whole country was red for a while. Our whole country is red every now and again. So, hey, whatever. However, there are things going on that while it doesn't affect me personally, it affects my sensibilities. And it affects people I love. We have had so much ruckus, and Virginia has been used for so many talking points about agendas and things like that it has been hard to watch the real news or the real anything. Between not wanting to teach critical race theory, banning of abortions, um, telling teachers what they can and cannot teach, banning books out of libraries, um, covering up sexual assaults because boys will be boys, and little girls getting punished for coming out when something happens. Because what you do know, that's what happens. For all y'all that don't know, um, every day, every hour in school, there's some young person being assaulted by another young person. And it is being covered up because the school doesn't want to seem unsafe. The school doesn't want to have a controversy or have people to look at it a certain way. It happens. It has always happened. It happens in number schools, and it happens in college. It just is, because there's a bigger thing. There's a bigger picture. That's what they say. You got to look at the bigger picture. This is one person. You got to look at the bigger picture. What if people thought that everybody was doing that? So first thing I'm going to talk about something very polarizing. And these are my opinions and my opinions alone. If you do not agree, that's fine. If you wish to unfollow me, again, that is fine. I am pro-choice. And here is the beginning and the end of that argument. It is not my right. When I say I'm pro-choice, I mean I'm pro-choice. It is not my right to choose anyone else's destiny or path. It is not my right to choose what anyone else does with their body, as long as they're making a decision that they can stand with, that they can stand, that they can stick by, that they can justify. It is not me. It's not on me to choose anyone else's direction. It's not on me. So when I say I'm pro-choice, I am pro-choice to whether a woman chooses to have an abortion, or if she chooses to go be on birth control, if she chooses never to have kids, if she chooses to have 13 of them. I am pro-choice is if a person that chooses to be married as soon as they are old enough to get married and to never marry if they don't want to. When I say I'm pro-choice, I mean I am pro-choice. When you are making personal choices for yourself, it is mine and no one else's business. So the first thing, they want to talk about when you have politicians and pro-choice and pro-life, and so Glenn Youngkin wants to, ban abortions in Virginia and dismantle. So they say. I can only go by what they say. Hey y'all. Thank you. Hey everybody. Hey y'all. For all that I did not say hello to, thank you and hello. He wants to defund Planned Parenthood. Now, for all those that think Planned Parenthood is just, sketchy ass people sitting on the corner like they selling. You remember back in the day when they used to sell drugs on the corner? I got you five. I got these. No, that's not what Planned Parenthood is. Planned Parenthood is education. Planned Parenthood is safe sex. Planned Parenthood is helping women who need to go to. Planned Parenthood is just not about planning parenthood. It's about helping parents and potential parents. So much more things we can take money from that don't need that extra couple $1,000,000 to buy one more bullet. But I digress. So that was one of the talking points. Another one of the talking points was how violent it is. And the governor has to do with that. Let me tell y'all some good stuff. Let me tell y'all what the governor does. They make all these big speeches. Politicians, and they make all these big plans, and they tell you what they're going to do, and then we believe them. We go, yay, that's what they're going to do, and they're going to change our world. And no, they liable to mess it up before they change it. They liable to mess it up before they change it. So I can understand how people looking at an abortion would see that and go, oh, that's murder and da-da-da-da-da. I get that. However, it's not correct. But let's go on that. I don't understand. I had to watch TikTok because I really didn't have anything to talk about tonight. I really have not been in the mood. I guess so. Because it's just so much. Because like right now, my mind is flipping-dipping. My mind is just flipping-dipping. So I go on TikTok because you know what? TikTok is what YouTube should have been first. I think it should have been YouTube should have been in between Vine and TikTok as far as the length of time they allow people to just talk on and rattle on like me. Because as far as video is concerned, because in a live you can come in and out, and I'm actively talking to people, so a conversation is going on. However, so I was on TikTok trying to get some ideas and what to think about, and it's just so much that I can't. Yes, we can. I was getting there, but I just started there because I thought about it. But we can flip. I'm easy. That's what lives are for. We can table the other talk, because guess what? No matter what you and I say, somebody who's always more important is going to always have a say that's going to affect somebody and not them. So let's go to that. So Travis, so I had to look that up, by the way, y'all. Hold on, my child is trying to break free. I don't know what metaverse is. Let me know, because I don't know what that is. I'm getting old, y'all. See the gray? See the gray? Now, when I get back in the salon, you won't see it, but you'll know it's there. Remember I was telling y'all about all that gray? There. Eventually, it will go the way of all hair grays go, the hair dye. But I digress once again. So again, on TikTok, I like little TikTok. I've come to be a TikTok addict. I'm cool with that. So I was watching. So somebody was talking about Travis. What's his name? Travis Scott. So Travis decides they're having a concert. They have packed this place. It is ass and titty. It is booty deep. I saw it. It's like back in the day when you couldn't squeeze air between them people. Now I thought COVID was still out there and everybody's not getting vaccinated, but clearly I'm mistaken. Wherever they were, there was no COVID. All right, so 8 people were killed, including. Let me say one more time. Let me get this because now I'm about to be pissed. I was trying not to be pissed because I was just talking about topics, but this is pissing me off. 8 people were killed at the Travis Scott concert, including a 10-year-old. Let this shit sink in. And not only did they not stop, he kept rapping while people were trying to tell him or them or whoever does that, while people were trying to let those over the concert know what was going on, that there are dead bodies out there. There are dead bodies. No, somebody said he died, so I don't know. So somebody said he died, so I don't know. I'm only getting this from like news and stuff, and I think it was Stampede, and then a lot of people died. A couple of people died from because okay. So if anybody doesn't know, don't think that just because you're outside and your mouth is not obstructed that you can't suffocate. And here's why: for you to actually breathe, your lungs must inflate and deflate. There's only so much area that you have for that. So if your body is compressed for an extended amount of time and you cannot inflate and deflate your lungs properly, you can suffocate with your mouth open and your nose clear. So that's how people were packed. They were packed. And then at some point, everybody for some reason tried to move up. And the people in the middle, I'm assuming, because that's how that happens, people in the middle got caught in this influx of people coming from the back wanting to come up and the people coming from the front not wanting to move. So you had an immovable object introduced to a movable force, and in the middle were the tragedies. I get it. I get it. Your job is to rap, sing, whatever, whoop de whoop. That's your job. And to get paid, you got to rap, sing, whoop de whoop. That's your job. But at what point? I'm not about to die. First of all, look here. This was not a Patti LaBelle concert. This was not. Let's show you how old I am. This was not Earth, Wind, and Fire. This was not back in the day when they commanded stadiums. Hey, Robin. And they only had 2 or 3. That's a mess. This is not that. This is Travis Scott. Now, wow, hear me. I'm not going to dismiss the fact that the young man is popular. Yay. And I'm not going to act like I know what the hell he's saying. Because I don't. Because he's not anybody I want to listen to. Not anybody. That being said, clearly it was at least 50,000 people who want to listen to him. But my thing, at what point, I don't know, y'all. I think that we get lost in the fact that a celebrity is supposed to be somehow better than an average person. I think that's where the issues I'm having and a lot of people have when something like this happens. For whatever reason, people assume that somebody who is rich and or famous and or a little bit of the both is better than somebody who works a regular 9 to 5. Hey, baby, who works a regular 9 to 5 or who is making ends meet. You know what I'm saying? that somehow, just by providence of you having money or you being famous, you are somehow a better person. You're the kind of person who would stop your concert. You're the kind of person who would have made sure that this didn't happen. The reality is that just like when we get into the debates about black and white, men and women, there are good and bad in everything. Money does not make you good. Money doesn't make you better. Money doesn't make you a great person. Money doesn't make you awesome. You just have money. So now you can do stuff. You can do the things that we can't do. It doesn't make you a better person. Sorry, y'all. Money doesn't make you a better person. Being a priest or a pastor or a religious leader doesn't make you a Christian or whatever religion you follow. Being a police officer doesn't make you not a criminal. Being a mom doesn't make you a good mom. Some people look at celebrities as gods, and honestly, at one time I was this way, but not anymore. They're regular people like you and I. Yes. Yes. Your profession, your calling, your vocation, the amount of money you have or don't have does not determine what kind of person you are. Now, what it does do is it gives you avenues to do things on a larger scale if it's money. It doesn't make you a better person. I've known preachers that had their outside kids in the choir while their wife had to endure looking at them. I've known juvenile officers who work with kids, especially at-risk kids, who tried to hit on 15 and 14-year-olds. I've known police officers that sell more drugs than the people they put in jail. I've known teachers that hate kids. I've known mothers that wish they had abortions. I've known men that hate women but refuse not to date them. Nothing makes you, none of that negates the fact that money doesn't make you good. As we can see time after time after time after time. Really? Yeah. It's, yeah. I told baby we probably just should pick on up and leave because it's about to get 1954 up here in Virginia. But hey, that's damn near everywhere. Alabama, where I used, yeah, it's a hot mess. It's a hot ass mess. Anyway, we look at these people like they are some kind of something to aspire to. When was the last time? And I want to thank you imperfectly perfect. And I want y'all to be realistic and I want y'all to be real with this. You ain't got to say nothing, but I just want y'all to be real with this. When was the last time you said something to your child about, a teacher that they find is a hero? When was the last time that you taught your children to be nice and respectful to customer service workers, waitresses, cashiers, things like that? When was the last time you told your child that, baby, you don't have to go to college, but you have to find something you love doing so that you can take care of yourself when I'm gone. Instead of making them, you have to be a doctor, a lawyer, you have to go to this college, and do you know how many girls I went to school with when I first went to college back in 1989? That was 4 years after I graduated from high school. Tell you how old I am. That they were lost. They were lost. When was the last time you had your child wanting to be just something normal? Not an athlete, not a singer, not a dancer, not an actress, not an actor. When was the last time you did that? When was the last time you said, hey, you want to be a teacher? Because think about it. All the people that we want our kids to be started out as somebody's student, started out learning from somebody else. But when was the last time? Because it's a thankless profession that they hate to give raise. I don't know why they hate. I don't know why they act like teachers supposed to teach somebody for $3 an hour, but damn it, they do. But when was the last time you did that? I ain't gonna lie. I would love for Nick to go to HBCU and pledge and do all that, but if that's not what he wants to do, I gave him options. You ain't gotta go to college. You can go to technical school. Learn how to fix cars. Learn how to cut hair. You learn how to fix cars, you're gonna always have a job. You learn how to cut hair, you're gonna always have a job. Because there's certain things they're not gonna be able to put on they're not gonna be able to put a helmet on and give you the haircut you want because of like you hear me. I told him, I said, you need to find something that you can do. But if y'all don't know, Nick has already said his backup plan is his face. So I don't know whether he going to be I don't know how his face is just going to do it. But he's 16. And when was the last time? When? Come on, y'all. You know why 10 people died? 8 people died, excuse me. First of all, who the hell had a 10-year-old at a Travis Scott concert? Let's start with that. Now me and DC give Nick. Nick has a lot of leeway when it comes to curfews and things like that. Depending upon where he's going and who he's going with. And we sure can. And but at 10, he could not be at a Travis Scott concert. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you some good stuff. Megan Thee Stallion, who, as a matter of fact, I love this little girl. She just got her degree. She is doing her thing. Love this little girl. I don't care nothing about what she's saying because trust me when I tell you, for all you prudes and everybody who hold their hands up at their mouth and go clutch their pearls when Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion, Leilani, or Megan Thee Stallion says some old nasty stuff, clearly you was not raised in the 80s. So, I ain't got no problems with them babies. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing, girl. Like I said, I would love for my baby to have the whole HBCU experience. But that might not be what he wants. So if my baby wants the Ivy League experience, get that. If my baby wants a 2-year college experience, get that. If my baby wants to go to a trade school, get that. If my baby wants to work and decide when he wants to go to school, get that. Here's the thing. Vudan said something a moment ago. Can we talk more about parents' unrealistic expectations of their children? We most certainly can. Because here's the thing. Here's the lowdown. Here's the giddy up. You cannot live your life through your kids. I think I've already said this before. Your children are not your redo. Hear me. Let's get together. Your children are not your redo. They are not your second chance at glory. They are not your... Let me explain like this. You know how when you watch the shows where people are cooking or doing something like that? The 70s and 80s, baby. Trust me, they were saying some old freaky dicky stuff. My lips was dry. Hey, LB. So, your children are not your chance to do it all over again. You know how when you watch shows with cooking shows, I'm gonna do cooking shows, so I like cooking shows. And you know how the first person who's eliminated always says, "I really didn't get a chance to show my true, how I truly cook." Why not? Why you get a chance? You was there. Your kids are not your second chance. They are not your, "Hey Trina." That's not what they are. Realistically, I get it. I get that you want better for your children than you had. But you know what? After when I was pregnant with Nick, and I was thinking of all the things that you think when you're pregnant and when you imagine the future for your children, I was thinking about all the things I wanted him to have. Thinking about all that stuff. But then I realized something. I don't have to want my son to have better than I had growing up. I have to want him to have at the very least, how I grew up. Because I had everything I wanted. I wanted for nothing. Now, was my grandmother rolling in dough and no, but I wanted for nothing. I had every advantage that I could have that she could give me. I had every shoe, every dress, everything that I wanted. And it went into my young adulthood. Because I was spoiled. I was. So I realized as I was pregnant with my son, it's not about giving him more than what I had. It's about giving him what I had and letting him know that more is available and letting him know and setting him up for more if I can't give him more. Do you understand what I'm saying? However, I did not see my son as a chance to relive the life that I didn't live as a young person. Number one, I can't. He's a boy and I'm a girl. That's number one and two. Number three, I want to see him live his life and be his person. He was down here with me for a little while today. We were talking about clothes and stuff. And because he was saying how what he wants to do and da 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 whoop de whoop. And I was like, cool. And then I was saying that he was like, I want to redo my whole wardrobe and I want to do this. I'm like, cool, cool, cool. Hey Raphael, cool, cool. And I was saying, first of all, you got clothes for there's an outfit for every occasion, and every outfit doesn't go with every occasion. I was like, the same thing you wear on a date. It's not the same thing you're gonna wear to hang out with your boys. It's not the same thing you're gonna wear to the prom. It's not the same thing you wear to school every day. It's not the same thing you're gonna wear to hang out with your mom and them. You have outfits for every occasion. She's like, no, I can do all this. You know how little boys talk. He's not a little boy, but you know what I mean. So, and as I was sitting there listening to him and he was showing me the little outfits he's like, and some of them I was like, all right. Some of them I was like, But then I realized as my face got balled up, and that I don't have to wear them clothes. I just have to make sure he can get them. Just have to make sure that they're available for him to wear. He must, if all y'all know, he got a job. His job is not to help me pay a bill. His job is not even to help me buy stuff for him. His job is for him to save up, get his car, and buy the things he wants that I wouldn't even think to buy him and that he wouldn't think to ask me for. That's what his job is for. So he comes down here and I tell him to get his list together for Christmas. And I don't want to lie, because I got everything. Da, 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 da. Excuse me, I got a little cold. And you know how colds get worse tonight, so I'm getting a little congested. So if I sound like a 4-year-old, that is why. So, but I was looking at him and I was proud of him because I was like, he is making his own way. And I'm like, dang, he's going to do so much. And I can see Tommy from Mars just got a job too. He got a job. You don't have to have a job, but he got a job. My thing is, I'm cool with that because I had a job when I was 17. I didn't have to work, but I did because it gave me a sense of independence and it gave me a sense of all the stuff that my mom had taught me growing up because she worked until she didn't have to, and then she took care of me. So she gave me that sense of working. So I'm cool with him working. Is he 16? Will he keep the job forever? Probably not. But the fact that he went out and got it on his own, he gets back and forth to work on his own. And he's like, Mom, I'm gone. I'm like, all right. I'm very proud of my baby. But don't look at your kids and think this is another chance to do the things that you didn't get to do growing up. Or that you weren't as good as you thought you were growing up. Or you weren't as pretty as you thought you were growing up. Or you weren't as athletic as you thought you were growing up. Do you know where we get the mean girls and the bullies from in schools? Their parents. We get them from their parents. In school, you're learning. These kids are learning. This is learned behavior. Somebody in their life has told them that they are more important than everybody else because their mother used to be the harvest queen 1975 and dad ran a football one time 40 years ago. So you are better than everyone else in the school because we were awesome in high school 40 years ago. No. So bullies come from parents making kids feel so small and so out of control and so worthless that to feel their worth, they go take that out on others. You understand? Just because you tell a child that they're amazing, not because of who they are and what they do, but because of who you were. My son is amazing because of who he is, in spite of who I am. Because I'm a parent with foibles and flaws, and I haven't always made the right decisions, and I haven't always traveled the right path, but I tried to do good by my kid, so my child is amazing and awesome in spite of who his parents are. Yes, it's subconscious that a lot of parents don't realize that they think that they're doing right by having all these high expectations. And you can have all the expectations you want, but you cannot put these expectations on the shoulders of your children and not expect them to wear down under the weight of something you couldn't do. Are you feeling me? We are killing our kids. Our kids are 16 and 17 with ulcers and old people diseases because we as parents are putting shit on their shoulders that they should not have to bear. You coming up second in the Miss Rhode Island corn patch contest is not your child's fault. You not getting picked for the squad is not your child's fault. I'm feeling you because if you put these expectations on your children and then they don't live up to the expectations, you're going to be disappointed. Right. Like right. Understand that your children are sponges. They are little big, depending upon how old they are. They are sponges and they take in everything, the bad and the good and the bad. And the bad sticks. Y'all know that? Like a sponge. You can squeeze all the water out of the sponge. The sponge did a good job. It cleaned off the counter. It did good. You squeezed it all out. But the bad bacteria was left behind. And that's what makes the sponge funky and nasty and not usable, and you have to go on to the next sponge. Now imagine that's your kid. Yes, Budon, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. But imagine that's your kid. Your kid is sucking up all the good stuff, but it's the bad stuff that's sticking because y'all don't understand the bad stuff in their eyes is outweighing the good stuff. They didn't make they didn't make A plus, they got an A. So you're disappointed. They weren't picked for the part that you wanted them to have. They were picked for the audience. So now they not only didn't get the part, they have to bear your weight. You can abbreviate it and tell it in the chat, Pat. You understand what I'm saying? And all of us do it to some degree, but if you can catch yourself and you can stop, stop. That's the thing about unconditional. You love your kid whether or not they are gay or straight, A student or C student, or just barely hanging on to that passing grade. You love them whether they can run or whether they can't catch their breath if they walk up this. Do you understand what I'm saying? It catching their breath by walking up the stairs, you might want to take them to the doctor, but you understand what I'm saying. That's an unconditional thing that some parents don't quite have, because even if they don't know it, even if they don't understand it, when you give this child these unrealistic expectations, and hear me, for young people, these are unrealistic expectations. Do you imagine carrying the entire weight of the family on the shoulders and the backs of 14, 15, and 16-year-olds? Did you hear what I said? The entire weight of a legacy is sitting on the shoulders of a boy who still got skid marks in his underwear. The good family name is sitting on a little girl who still pads her bra. And you think you're doing something. You're making them a better person. No, you're making them bitter or mean or scared or nervous. They can't. Do you understand? Now that we have all the words for post-traumatic stress and generational trauma, now we have all these good words to describe that just because our parents did it because their parents did it to them doesn't mean it was right for us to do it to ours. It's so hurtful when parents say all these things. Parents tend to insult you when you don't meet their expectations. Parents tend to think they're always right. And that's true. All parents, the first thing a parent will tell you is, you can't tell me how to raise my child. Well, I can't. And that's not what I'm trying to tell you to do. But what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to offer you some insight is to seeing your child, not just as an extension of yourself, but as a whole ass person without you, in spite of you, alongside you, because of you. But it's not you. And you can't put what you feel like you failed at on their shoulders because it makes you look good. I was watching something. I watched something. I don't know if y'all are watching. It's on Fox. It's called The Big Leap. And it's a scripted television show about a reality TV show that's scripted. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's regular people taking the big leap and dancing, even if they weren't dancers. Anyway, so there's a backstory with a set of twins who was always told that they were the best at everything and they're better than everybody else. And they were kept away from everybody else with nobody but their mom and themselves. So now that they're adults and they're out in the world, and they don't understand how clueless and how wrong they sound, and they don't understand the damage that their mother did to them by putting what she could do on their backs. Hold on, what's that? This is why some children grow up, they don't want to talk to their parents. This is why I'm kind of understanding when I hear about children not wanting to talk to their parents. Yes, some parents are downright abusive. Some parents, but most parents who are in the situation where their children become adults and don't want to deal with them and talk to them are not abusive. They're just clueless. They think that they have done the absolute awesomest best for their kids. They think that they have, because of the pressure that they put on them, because that's what the world is going to do to you. They think that all of that is making their children stronger. It's not. It's breaking them down before you've built them up. You got to build kids up. You got to give them, yeah, that wasn't right, but it was a good try. Let's do it again. Come on, you got to make it so that they want to learn it, so that they want to do it right, not that they're scared to do it wrong. There's a big difference in wanting to do it right and being scared of being wrong. Being scared of being wrong is when you have to take uppers to study all night, not sleep for days. Are you with me? Scared of being wrong is taking your frustrations and your anger out on your classmates and your teammates because you can't take it out on the person who's giving it to you, your parents. It Sorry, y'all. Can't breathe. Are you It's 12 o'clock. We grown for real. We grown. I just realized it's 12 o'clock. So, excuse me, y'all. Uh, we were talking about we were talking about something sort of like the Travis Scott thing, and I was talking about, he was saying he was listening to Kanye West. He had an interview, and I was like, when Kanye first came out, he was he's very talented, but you can tell he's been going through things mentally. You can tell that. It's sleep time. You can tell that. And people pay attention to what he's saying. When you when your job is to be a celebrity and to be in front of the cameras, and you know that your voice carries weight, um, be careful what you say. So Nick was saying how basically Kanye's homeless. He's being a nomad now. He doesn't really want to buy a house. He doesn't want to put those roots down. And he was like, yeah, he's basically homeless. And I said, yeah, because Kanye has the money to be homeless. He has the money to be homeless. Now, no, that does not sound correct, but that is extra correct because he has the money to be homeless. Because right now, Kanye doesn't have to go sleep under a bridge. Kanye doesn't have to go to a homeless shelter. Kanye doesn't have to go to a pay-by-week hotel. Kanye can go sleep in one of probably his many tour buses. He can go rent the presidential suite at whatever hotel he might want to stay in. He can go on Airbnb and just click whatever one he wants. By child. Anyway, I told Nick, I said, let me tell you something. Kanye has the money to be homeless. And when you start talking about things like you are just every man, oh yeah, no. Again, I have no problem with that. Before I really became an adult, became somebody's mama, I never wanted to buy a house. I was single and had when I was straight and dating men, I was single and had no desire to get married. So no, I didn't want to buy a house as a single woman with no kids and no husband. No, I was gonna live in an apartment to where I can do this and somebody else. Yeah, I didn't want a house. It wasn't until I had Nick that I was like, oh, it needs roots. But then I realized, and I was talking to him, and I realized something. I told him, I said, let me tell you something. I have worked very hard to make sure that there was a roof over your head at all times. But the reality is, home is not a building. Your house, where you live, that's a building. Home is the lives and the people and the memories that are in the house. Wherever my son is, I am at home. Wherever my wife is, where my family is, my daughter, I am at home. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't have the money to be homeless. I just don't. The Travis Scott thing is awful. And you know they're not going to have the whole thing laid out in this comprehensive video. It's going to be snippets of things that people took during the concert. So somebody had taken a video of the people that were climbing up. Yes, yes. Blackbird, how you doing? I didn't see you come in. His idea of homeless and in reality homeless. Yes, he has not been the same, Addie. He has not been the same. And I don't think I spoke to you either. So hey, Addie. This is going to show you money can't buy happiness. No, no. Money could never buy happiness. Money can buy rent, mortgage, food, things, stuff. But money cannot. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And I want y'all to think about this. And I want y'all to think about it for real. I told Nick something. I said, let me tell you something. I would love to be able to leave my son independently wealthy. I would love to be able to the day that I go off to whatever place that wherever I'm going and I go there and I would love to leave him to where he would never have to lift a finger. However, I don't know if that's going to happen. But I told him this. I said, let me tell you something. Yes, it is. Vudan. And no, he hasn't, Raphael. I told him, let me tell you something. I said, I can't take my money anywhere. Can't take my money. I can't take my unicorns. I can't take any of this anywhere. But I can take you and everybody I love with me into infinity. It is the people that are in your heart. And I mean really in your heart. Not the people you kind of like and tolerate, but those people that if they're gone, you miss their presence. I take you with me forever. That is my family. That is my home. That being said, I am too old and raggedy to be trying to figure out where to live. So until I get Kanye money, I'll make sure that the bills are paid. Okay? But no, I don't have homeless money. I can just not worry about mortgage and go pay $1,500 a night at this hotel that I want to stay in because I don't want to stay in the $250 a night one. Like that. I don't have that kind of luxury. That's vacation luxury. And then that's a short vacation. If I gotta pay $1,500 a night, that's short. That's a couple days. That's a day. That's not even a whole day. That's not even a night. We gotta spend it. No, what? What? No. Even with money, I think I still be cheap. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Just be a little like, even if I had that kind of money, I think I still be cheap. So I got a little cheap in me. If I can find something, you know what, I saw something that was a meme the other day, and I saw it and it's real. You know, you're an adult when you put back a pack of chicken that was $11.56 for a pack that's $11.11. So yeah, really cheap. But we get caught up in labels and things like that. Things. All right, so I watch Hoarders off and on. Sometimes I really want to watch Hoarders because it's sort of like a train wreck. You can't look away. Terry Crews from Everybody Hates Chris, cheap, or Mr. Krabs, cheap. Not Mr. Krabs. I'm like You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm a little bit not as cheap as Chris. Definitely not as cheap as Mr. Krabs. Uh, um, yeah, yeah. I'm putting the chicken back cheap. That's what I'm saying. And I'm putting the chicken back for a few cents cheap. That's kind of cheap I am. I'm like, it's okay. Let me tell you how cheap I am. So when I first started dating DC, she would say stuff, and I'd be sitting up there going, I know, Adrian. It is fascinating to see these people have thousands of dollars worth of garbage. It is garbage because they also have 3 or 4 cats and 13 different dogs. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, so when I first, this is how cheap I am, so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. So she was talking about buying something, and it was, and she said, "Oh, it's just $50." I said, "Just $50? You know what I can do with just $50? I'm cheap, cheap. Yep, yep. I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna put that meat back. I'm like, oh, I see that one. That's 506. I got one 496. 10 cent, boy. Newspapers from 1988, cheap. I'm with you. You know me. You feel me. We're here. We're here. But but I'm trying to lighten this up because because so much messed up stuff is going on in the world. My real talks and my hey y'alls have just been so down. I don't want to go out on a down note. But when it comes to certain things, I'm not cheap. Let's go on it. If you're gonna get it, my thing is certain things you gotta go. Certain things you just need to go and pay for. Because if not, you're gonna be paying for them over and over again. Some things you just have to buy over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that too. No, they have newspapers from 1954. They done went and got trash out of somebody else's house and moved it into their house. And here's the jam. Hey, Violet. Nah, she not cheap. Yeah. Yep, I make my own chicken salad cheap. If you got a chicken, because you know, right after Thanksgiving, we had them extra poultry products laying around. I'll make a salad in 13.2 seconds and stew up them bones, throw down with you. What? I know, right, Blackbird? I'm very cheap. Hold on. Raphael said, I am very cheap. My girlfriend says this about me, and I tell her yes, because I feel as though none of this stuff that we buy is going to have value after we buy it. Well, that's true, but certain things. Okay, case in point, we need a new chair. Uh, we live, we live on the bottom floor, and this is kind of our whole little world. And which is why y'all see me sitting in the bed so much, because it's really only a couple of places to sit down here. I ain't quite sugar water, but I am spam sandwich. I need some Kool-Aid. I can't just have no sugar water. I just drink some water if it got some ice in it, because I don't like water anyway. And just because you put sugar in it don't mean that. I need some flavor. Yeah, I am. We gonna drink water if we ain't got no tea, if we ain't got no sugar tea. But anyway, case in point. So, the chair that we had is done for. It's that. It's done deal. Bow bow. So I told her, I said, look, baby, go on and get the chair you want. Got to spend a little extra because we want it to last. And it's something that we share, you know. Um, we only got a couple places to sit down here. The bed, the chair, and the gaming chair. So, you know. So I told her, I said, go on and spend the money. She was like, because I was thinking a good recliner, a good one. I wanted. Well, I mean, I'm not a big tuna person. I mean, I eat a good tuna salad, but sometimes depending upon the tuna or who makes it, it's got a little too fishy for me. And I don't want cold fish. So, no. Um, for a minute, and you hit a nerve that sheet, whatever goes to stand. She said, a jackhammer. Stand the man. Open them pockets up, stand. But so I told her, I said, some things I believe you should spend money. So I told her, baby, go on, spend the money. Because I'm thinking because I wanted the what you call the chairs, the theater chairs, the kind of electric and flip up and flip and dip around and put your feet out and she can play the game and I can watch TV. You know what I'm saying? She's like, no, it's too big. I was like, I don't care. Who's down here but us? I don't care. So she's like, no. I said, okay, but whatever one you get, make sure it's oversized. It's big. Just because you want to be comfortable. So I'm thinking, because I know a good chair gonna be like $700-800. So she was coming there, she was talking about this one's $5. I was like, oh, do you like it? She says, I said, baby, go on about this chair. Get the chair you want. Now the chair she wanted, they said wouldn't be here. Now I don't understand furniture because I'm thinking that she said the chair she wanted would be here like July next year. I'm like, July? Hell, we been forgot what we bought. But anyway. So no, I'm not cheap when it comes to certain things. I'm cheap when it comes to things like the things that I don't know. It's like I don't like cheap baby wipes. I don't like cheap catch. Excuse me, y'all. Must be coming from the moon. I don't like cheap ketchup and mayonnaise. All brand sodas are all right. I grew up in the South, and we bring good old Czech soda, so so I can drink all brand soda. I prefer the name brand, but if it's cold, I can drink it. I don't do cheap shoes because it's one thing my grandmother taught me. I don't do cheap shoes. I don't do really cheap clothes. Now, if it's cheap, I'll buy a lot. Excuse me, y'all. If it's cheap, I just have to buy it over and over again. Yeah, cheap paper towels. I don't do that either. This is just a waste because you're going to end up using 14 when you could have just used 2. Hold on. I feel this. Just like I bought a keyboard for school because I'm going to English class, my last English class, and then the term papers, and I spent like $20, and it hurt my heart that I had to spend. First of all, $20 is kind of cheap for a keyboard. If you're gonna be writing, if you're gonna be, yeah, I don't get paper plates. I do get the styrofoam, and if I'm trying to be bougie, I'll get the what's the good paper plates? The Chinette. I'm being bougie. Yeah, cheap underwear. Yeah, yeah. And I can't just Chinette. Yup. No, we don't buy cheap electronics. Nah, don't cheap because you just gotta buy them over again. So some things I can do cheap. Now I'll put the meat back. You know what I'm saying? I'll get the store brand vegetables in the freezer because I'm gonna hook them up. You know what I'm saying? But some things I'm not gonna. Bologna is bologna. Bologna has a first name. It don't have to be Oscar Mayer because truthfully, the best bologna is that big bulk bologna that you used to get back in the day with that bread. Yeah, come in the roll, look like a log. Best bologna ever, especially if you're gonna fry it. Gotta have them 4 slits in it so it won't poof up in the middle. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Kids don't know about that. These kids don't eat bologna. It's gotta be gluten free. I'm vegan. I don't eat animal products. I don't eat anything that has a face. I don't. Dixie, them the ones. Um, these days, I only drink water that came from the outside of a unicorn's horn down the side of a babbling brook in the middle of the Amazon. You know what I'm saying? These days, these kids drink. Look here, we drink. Well, let me tell y'all some good stuff. Tell y'all some good stuff. Let me tell y'all how old I am, so y'all can understand how old I am. I got you. Let me tell you how old I am. I drink water out the hose from the springs of Australia. Yep. Speaking of Australia, in Australia, everything in Australia can kill you. That was it. Um, I drank out the water hose. Hell, forget the hose. My mama had a spigot out the back behind the house. I drank out straight out the spigot. Straight out of the spigot. Uh, we used to eat honeysuckle. Not didn't eat them. You know, you pull the thing out and it had the little sweet thing on honeysuckle. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Hey, Asian. Everything in Australia can kill you. The weather, the spiders, the snakes, the kangaroos. Ugh. Okay. Gourmet cheese is the best, but it depends upon what you want. Because realistically, people in America, not and I am in America and from America. Yep, sugar cane. Um, are used to very yes and perfectly yes. Are used to very mild cheeses. I mean, most cheeses are funky. Cheeses have bacteria and all kind. Yeah, cheeses are funky. So gourmet cheeses have a little funk to them. They have a little, and not a lot of people that are not food adventurous will adventure out of cheeses. Yup, the honeysuckles, the sour grass. Didn't give a shit if it got peed on. Hell, everything was rain washed it away. I am from the time of water hoses. Um, what was it? Well, no, I didn't even have call wait, baby. If you ain't want to talk to somebody, you just took the phone off the hook. I am from when you got a good conversation going. Yeah, hold on. You ain't had macaroni cheese, that gummy cheese, baby. Baby, that gummy cheese got a pull on it when it's right. When it's right. Anyway, yeah. I'm old as dirt, y'all. Good night. Good night. See, I was only supposed to be on here 30 minutes, and it is an hour. Slamming the phone on somebody else. Drink water, tap. Because I put a water bill every. Don't you know? Let me tell you what kids don't know about. Let me tell you what the kids don't know about. When you like that girl or that boy, and they call you on the phone, and y'all on the phone for 2 or 3 hours at a time, and you sitting there twirling that cord with your fingers, just absently twirling that cord with your fingers, cause they ain't even saying nothing good, but you just hearing their voice. Kids don't know about that. Laying on the floor with your feet on the wall with this long ass swirly cord you got wrapped around your fingers, and for hours you will sit there wrapping this cord around your fingers, talking to this person like that's the best thing ever in life. These kids don't know about that. Hold on, y'all. Until the glasses on. She asked me to drink water out the tap, and I said yes because I paid her. I'm from when somebody left the phone off the hook. You had to go, yup. Oh, when you hang up on somebody, you hang up on them. Not this click stuff. You hang up on somebody so hard they teeth click in their house. The kids don't know about that. But I guess they don't have to. And I guess that goes back to what I was talking about in the beginning. What was. And as much as I would love for kids to be able to go and do the stuff that we used to do, the reality is that they got a different time. And I want them to be able to do what they want to do. I had my fun times. I did my dirt. Think about it. As much as we want our kids to go back and have the stuff we had, I'm so glad I ain't had the shit they had. Can you imagine? All right, everybody in the chat. Us 80s and 90s babies. Not babies, because I'm a 60s baby. But I grew up in the 70s. I was a young adult in the 80s. So, us 70s and 80s babies. Do y'all really, 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 really want video proof of the shit we did. Because right now, think about it. Think about it. Y'all know how I love Maury and Paternity Court. All these old hoes coming to roost because you see folks old as us on there talking about they don't know the daddy of this baby. You know why? Because we was talking back then too. We just didn't get it on camera. We just didn't put it on TV. So let me ask in the chat, all those that are old enough to understand what I'm talking about, who did their dirt before video cameras and phones came about. How many of us really want to go back to that time and have what we have now then? I'll get back in there, Addie. My kitchen on the second floor. Yeah, when you slam the phone so hard, damn near break it. Yep, talking on that rotary phone for hours, then making a mixtape. Baby, do y'all know how hard it was to make a mixtape back in the day? You had to sit there, call the radio station, request the song you wanted to hear, and wait for them to play it. They had to play 700 other songs, and you had to hope and pray that they would introduce your song before they played it. Because if not, you was gonna miss the beginning. But that mixtape was the jam, baby. Woo, and come on now, how many people done asked somebody out because they gave them a mixtape? How many girls got asked out? How many girls figured? Yes, I am with Blackbird. Yep. Come on. Come on now. How many people got that mixtape from that person they like and they played that mixtape to the tape pop? And you still had that mixtape even after y'all broke up because that person put a little part of their soul in that mixtape for you? These kids don't know about that. They get playlists. Do you know how hard somebody had to work to get you a mixtape? Do you know the joy that went in to hearing the song that they wanted to come next because it made them think about you because they knew you liked that mixtape? All these kids now do is got to push a button and they can DJ it for you if they want to. Do you know the spirit that went in to somebody sitting there for hours? This didn't take minutes. This shit took days. You couldn't ask for a mixtape on Monday and get it Monday afternoon. You asked for a mixtape on Monday, you got that mixtape on Friday at the earliest because they had to wait for all the songs to come on. I love back in the day. I do. Having to put that that tape on. I love back in the day, but I like today too. I mean, I like the fact that if I want to know something, I can hit Google. I like the fact that I can go live and talk to people all over the country, yeah, all over the world from my bedroom. I like the fact that my son has access to the world. The only way we had access to the world was our encyclopedia sets. Yeah, them tapes was a bomb, Violet. I've been Stan. If you listening, go make a mixtape for Violet. You know, old school. I know you got an old ass cassette around there somewhere. I mean, I like having back in the day in my history. I like having back in the day being part of who I am because I can give my son back in the day. I give my daughter back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But I like the fact that I like today too. Hold on. Hold on. I remember when I was young, I had a Walkman to where you couldn't just play songs over and over again because you're gonna mess up the tape. Yep. I like both. And we're at a beautiful time now that where I'm old enough to appreciate the things I can do and do the things I want to do, and I'm still young enough to enjoy them and find the joy and the fun and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then you hit rewind, but don't go for too far because then you got to fat. Yes, you got to get that right spot. I am, hold on, hold your horses. I am putting a song on your voicemail recording. Oh, oh, I am. I listen to my tape so much when I hear certain songs in my head. The next song on my tape, yep. 8 tracks, baby. There was, yeah. I'm record player old. I'm 45 and 78 old. I am I am off the wall album fresh out the store old. Yeah, I like that. I like that I like that I saw Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 as a senior in high school. I was at 1985. 84. You said I'm Betty White old. I love Betty White, by the way. I like that. Foil and the antenna. Pliers is the turns. Pliers is the knob. Slow down. I am didn't know TVs had no remotes. Oh, you were the remote. I am flashbacks for somebody call your name because you think they want you to change the channel. Oh. I am. I had Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, and Snow White on record. Oh. Sure did. I had the ABC album. ABC. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Sure did. But I am good. I'm glad that I have both. And I'm glad that my son sees the benefit of the old days, but don't have to live in them. Yep. I am your TV goes all the way off old to the snow. Yep. Yep. I am like my mama's cigarette on the stove old. Guy was when I was a grown. Guy wasn't an old school. My groups are. Yep, sit will sit. I am picture of the Native American man on your TV at night because it was off old. I am no seatbelt old. Yep. Wait, what? I go back to it was only 4, 5, 7, 9, 2, 2, 2, 6, 3, 2. Oh, that's funny. And now what these kids gonna have to say that old I am cigarette machine old. I am cigarette vending machine old. I am Archie Bunker old. I am that back facing seat in the station wagon old. I'm gonna take this money. I am buy my mama cigarettes old. Yes. I am smoking on the airplane and in hospitals. Oh, I am smoking on the inside. Oh, yeah, I am Colt 45 commercials. Oh, play with it. I am Schlitz malt liquor. Oh, damn, Voodoo. I am Red Fox. Oh, I am Red Fox stand up. Oh, I am Richard Pryor stand up. Old. I remember Mom's Mabley stand up on the TV. Yeah, TV. I am Chocolate Annihilators old. That's how old I am. That's how old I am. I am Mom's Mabley on the TV. She was stand up. Surely is. You know what? And I said all that to say, I hope that my kids and your kids, first look at us. I'm old. My first record I bought with my own money was a 45. Please, Mr. Postman. Ah! What? I'm Bette Miller old. Yup. I am the Rose old. Come on now. You said Life Serum Mikey old. Yeah, now Violet got me with that she got me with that I'm please Mr. Postman old. Where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? That's how old I am. I know the whole song. Yup. I'm $1 for a joint though. I am back. I am old to when a dime bag looked like a big old cigar, not a little packet. That's all I am. I am back when it was called reefer old. Ah. Oh, Cooley, quit playing, quit playing. I'm Mr. Tibbs. Oh, he smacked the flavor out that white man face on TV. two two all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on the sesame seed bun. Oh, and this is fun to do that. Stop it. So am I. I used to love Captain Kangaroo. Captain Kangaroo Electric Company. I'm only a bill. Yes, I'm on Capitol Hill. I am, what is it? I am Schoolhouse Rocco. Bozo the Clown. Oh, I am the Mickey Mouse Club. Oh, why we just old as hell for no reason and just keep going with the old stuff? Ooh, Voodoo, you ain't that old. Cab Calloway is around our parents' age. I am Fat Luther old. I am Fat Aretha old because Aretha used to be skinny back in the day and then she got chunky. I am when the Queens land of the lost sleep stacks. I'm just a bill and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. I am when the queens of soul and R&B were Patty, Aretha, and Gladys O. When you hear their songs, I'm like, you are what? Shamazo, Haas and Firth Incorporated, Laverne and Shirley. Yeah. You so wrong. I remember when Elvis died. Sure did. Yep. Y'all know what? As old as we are, we can stay our ass on here all night. A hip hop, a hip to the hip popped out. You know, the bang bang boogie and up jump the boogie. All right, y'all. All right, 227. Good times. The Jeffersons. Uh, uh, yeah. I'm back in the day all the way, and I'm cool with that. But I'm cool with being able to navigate Google and TikTok. Atari, Pong, oh, that's my mama. I am Black Michael Jackson. Oh, top that one. I am Diana Ross booping Lil Kim's titty at the MTV Awards. Oh, Saturday Night Special. Wolfman Jack, baby. All right, y'all. I've been on here almost an hour and a half, and I am going to get off here because it is 12:30 or 12:40. I'm gonna get off here. Yeah, I'm Clint Eastwood. Oh, Rifleman. Yes. I am Lady Sings the Blues. Oh, yep. I'm sorry. I remember the day they killed Dr. King and what I was doing hiding in the closet. Hold on. With my white mother because we lived in a black ghetto and our father was not at home. That's crazy. I remember when 47. Now, I'm old as that, but I didn't go to McDonald's back in the day because my mom was not going to let me because my mom was from the school of I had passed my bedtime. Oh, yup. No. My mom was from the school of if I ain't got you got some McDonald's money. So I didn't go to McDonald's till I was grown. So by the end, but they was $1. So, you know. I wish the stuff was the price when I started going out to restaurants. But this was fun. Let your soul go. This was fun because you know what? This is what it's about. It's about it's about tempering the bad with the good, and it's about sticking with the good. It's about knowing the bad is out there, not letting it take over. It's about, you know, it's about day to day, one day at a time. It's about love and it's about I refuse. I refuse to let life. We got McDonald's at home. Yep. I refuse to let life come into this because this is our safe space. Hey y'all, real talk. That's our safe space. Say what you want, laugh, joke. If you want to talk about some serious stuff, we do that. But at the end of the day, I am. Yep. I am. Let me see how old I am. I am bright green embroidered denim bell bottom suit old. I am one of the first songs I learned how to sing was that I can remember was was a Earth, Wind and Fire song. It's the first song I remember singing at a talent show in school. That's how old I am. To where Earth, Wind, and Fire was still on the radio. Oh, I am glad for this place. I am glad to be able to talk to y'all. I am glad, baby. Them jelly sandals, them was the most uncomfortable things ever in life. I am, I am, I am more than blessed for the bomb with the bomb squad. I am blessed to have this platform, and I'm blessed to have people who will hang out and joke and trip with me. So Weez is coming to an end, y'all. It's been an hour and a half, and your girl is about to chill out. I already got to sleep by myself, so I'm about to chill out. Uh, I had a green suit, a green denim jacket that was embroidered across the back. I had green bell bottoms to match that were embroidered on the bells. Play with me if you want to. Slow down, gym shoes. And I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. So I might go late like this, give us something to do, because sometimes all we need is a little back in the day to make us realize just how far we've come and how much we still have. Thank you guys for hanging out. Yes, Leisure Suit, play with it. Sansa belt. If you're old, you know what that is. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for participating. Y'all, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already hit that like button. Comment down below, whatever you want. You know how I do. I sure got them Buster Browns, baby. Share this video so maybe somebody else can comment how old they are. Thank you so much. I love you too, Violet. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you should happen to just see this, you stupid. If you should happen to see this video and you like it, subscribe so you can come join us. Hit that notification bell so that every time we drop a video, go live, you guys can join us. This is the Bomb Squad. We do this for the Bomb Squad. We do this for the people who take time out of their day to come hang out with us or watch our videos or whatever. So we really appreciate it. I'm speaking for my wife now. She ain't here, but if she was, she would say how much we appreciate and how much we love y'all and how glad we are that y'all wanted to hang out with us. So, this is your girl, Lisa. My wife is in the comments. I want to thank everybody who came through the live. I want to thank all my moderators. I want to thank everybody for supporting me, us, this Bomb Squad nation. I love you guys. Good night. And hey, tomorrow's a new day. Or today is a continuation of this day. Love you guys. Two-way pager. Yep. Motorola two-way page me. I love you guys. Have a great night. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Yes, you'll be home. Hey, baby, see if they got snickerdoodles on the way home. I don't know the direction. I don't know the recipe, but you know where it is. Good night, y'all. Love y'all.